Okay, so today we're making a wallpaper with GIMP, and right now I'm using GNOME shells, and by default GNOME shells comes with this kind of like a bluish striped wallpaper, right? So we're gonna make something similar to it, but not exactly, you know what I mean? So it's pretty easy to do. Basically we're just gonna be using gradients and overlays and stuff like that, you know, nothing too hard. Anyways, there we go. Go to File, New, and select, I guess, your screen size, like whether it's 1440 by 900 or something, whatever. Press OK. Your first initial blend right here, your blend tool. Your first stroke is going to be basically your base color. So pick whatever color you're going for, whether it's a blue or a green or whatever. I'm going to go for maybe like an orangey red. So I'm going to try this red gloss right here. And for the tool selection of it, where it says shape, select radial, and let's go ahead and pull a stroke like this. For the next gradient, we have to set it at the mode to overlay, or else if you don't set it to overlay and you leave the mode to normal, it'll basically just override the previous gradient stroke. So let's select another color. Let's try this Romanian flag one. That looks good. Let's pull it again, another direction. Alright, now there's a, as you can see, there's like a really hard edge right here. So we're going to go ahead and blur it, Gaussian blur, filters, blur, Gaussian blur, and blur it fairly heavily, probably within the 500 range, depending on your size of what you're working with. So I'm going to go for 460. There we go. Now let's make a transparent layer. Go to your layers dialog, click right here, press OK. Now go to filters, render, clouds, plasma, and press OK. Okay, now I'll go to colors, desaturate, and I'm going to pick luminosity or luminacy or whatever you want to call it. Now let's select the a portion of this plasma right now. Let's go with our rectangular select tool, grab a thin line, I guess, like so. Now select, invert, hit your delete key. Now select, invert, to reselect that little thin portion. Get your scale tool, click on here, stretch it out, basically just cover the portrait, I guess, the space. Select OK, scale. Okay, so now it's a floating layer or floating selection. To make this into an actual layer, just select this little button right here, basically making a transparent layer. It'll just convert it to a regular layer. So now we need to add color to this. So we're gonna do a gradient map, and I'm gonna leave my gradient set to where I had before, the Romanian flag one. Just pick a color that you want. So let's go to colors, map, gradient map. There we go. Excuse me. Okay, now let's go to filters, blur, pixelize, and uncheck the chain, set it to 0 for height, and width we're going to set it to maybe like 40 or 49. Let's try 55. Kind of have a nice little pixel going on. Let me just make that a little bit bigger. Control Z. Let's do that again. Filters, blur, pixelize. It's 55. Let's go. Let me like 80. Oh, check that. 89. Then after that's done, we're gonna do a bump map, I believe it's called. Come on, poor little computer. It's old. It's a dual core, but it's old. There we go. All right. Almost there. All right, there we go. Now we have kind of like our base for it, right? Now let's go to well, before we do the bit map or bump map or whatever it's called, let's do a Gaussian blur, filters, blur, Gaussian blur, and uncheck the chain. The horizontal, set that to 0, and the vertical, you know, fairly high. We're gonna get rid of some of the rough edges on it. It's basically just blurring straight up and down, similar to a motion blur, kind of. There we go. Now let's go to filters, map, bump map. All right, let me make it a little bit bigger. It's kind of can't really see that box. This area right here. Depth, raise it a little bit high. You know. Basically, we're gonna be setting this to a soft light later on, so you kind of need it kind of high. Elevation, that's fine. And we're gonna get rid of those nasty little cracks. Gonna try. All right, press OK. Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna have to get rid of these low lines. So again, go filters, blur, Gaussian blur. Make sure your horizontal set to 0 again, and press OK. It's gonna blur up and down one more time. There we go. Now go back to your layer dialog and set that to a soft light, like so. You can barely see it, so duplicate it. There we go. You could do it one more time if you want. Let's see how that looks. That looks all right. Let me get rid of that one and let's try something else. Let's go ahead and get our fuzzy select tool. Where is it at? I rarely use it. Fuzzy, fuzzy, fuzzy. Where are you at? There it is. The magic wand. Go ahead and click somewhere inside here, I guess. Hopefully it'll grab everything. No, that didn't work. Control Z. Let's change it to add to current selection. There we go. That's my bad. There we go. Now let's go ahead and let's try inverting the selection. Select invert, and let's select grow, maybe by 2 pixels. See what that does. Okay, that's good. Now let's select another gradient. I believe it's FG to transparent. Here it is, FG to transparent. Select that to a white, your foreground color, and make sure your gradient, your blend tool selection here is set to linear. I'm going to pull straight up. There we go. We're basically just giving it some highlights. pull down like that. Let's try that again. How about over here? There we go. Looks a lot better now. Okay. Select none. Now let's go ahead and make like a, I guess like a vignette. Make a transparent layer. Press OK. Let's grab our ellipse tool and select the center of the portrait or picture. Wallpaper. Like so. Come on. There it goes. Make it a little bit bigger. Alright. Now we're going to invert the image. I'm sorry, invert the selection. Select. Well, when it's ready. Select. Invert. Select. Feather. Feather fairly high. Maybe like 300 or so. Depending on the size of your image. Alright. Now let's grab a color of black and fill it in with the bucket tool. Select none. Set that to a soft light. Lower the opacity. And that's it. File. Save as. Export. Save. And hopefully it should be done. Still going? Yep, okay. It's done. And that's it. Oh, so slow. There we go. So that's the finished image. So hopefully you guys like that. If you have any questions about it, feel free to ask. I'll probably upload it or something, or I'll make some different ones, different colors or something. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.